There is only one way to salvation, and that is to make yourself responsible for all of man's sins. These were the famous words of Fyodor Dostoevsky, a Russian novelist known for his books Crime and Punishment, The Brothers Karamazov, and many others. Dostoevsky liked to explore human psychology in social, political, and spiritual contexts, and his novels always gave a very deep message about human psychology and how human behavior manifests itself in different situations. And so, what did Dostoevsky mean by this quote, and why is it even important for us to understand it in the first place? So, Dostoevsky was a very educated and knowledgeable human being, and he said that the only way that we can save ourselves from the end of the world is to be responsible for everyone's actions. Now, when you first listen to this, you might be skeptical and be like, well, people don't even take actions for their own they don't even take responsibility for their own actions in the world, let alone the actions of others. However, you will come to realize that when you create the life that you create for yourself, it's never in isolation. We're social human beings, and we go through the world, we interact with other people, and so how we behave impacts other people in the same way how other people behave impacts us. And so what we create in the world can never be in isolation. It's always influencing and interacting with the surrounding environment. And so Dostoevsky's words were very powerful because he tried to say that when people take responsibility for not just their actions, but the actions of others, we're collectively improving the world. And if you take examples like people who reach their zone of genius, so this word zone of genius actually comes from Gay Hendricks' book, The Big Leap. He talks about how people progress towards stages such as zone of incompetence to zone of competence, zone of excellence to zone of genius. And most people who tend to get conquered by their self-limiting beliefs and have the tendency to jeopardize their own self in different situations, these people have a hard time reaching their zone of genius. So if you combine the work of Dostoevsky with the work of Gay Hendricks from the book The Big Leap, you will come to see that there have been stars in our world, like people who have achieved the zone of genius, like Gandhi and Mother Teresa, and other people who have been extremely successful living in the highest levels of flow state, like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. All of these people knew how to reach that zone of genius. And yet, you will notice that these people, even after creating the life of abundance and the life that one could only dream of, they not only created that, but they went on to help others in being better versions of themselves, like doing philanthropic work, helping end colonizations or poverty and all of those things. Why do you think human beings have such a natural propensity to help another? Why do people even behave or partake in activities of social service? That's because somewhere inherently in us we know that we all are responsible for each other, and it's only in taking everyone's responsibility can we collectively enhance the world. And so deconstructing Dostoevsky's quote that we are all responsible for all of man's sins is the first way to know that it's not only enough to create the world you want for yourself, but once you achieve that, people have an intrinsic, natural predilection towards going out into the world and helping others, because they know that by improving the world, it's an interdependent system. If you improve yourself, the world improves. If the world improves, it improves you. And so we are dependent on each other, and understanding and taking responsibility for ourselves first and foremost, and then for the world around us, is the best way forward in life, and probably the best kind of goals that one can set for themselves. So think about these things and let me know what you think. Comment on the box below. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.